come before you this morning. Thank you for this moment. We pray that you be with us as we start and also as we end. May this unity spread to the rest of the God battalions. And I pray that God will give us a happy ending. In Jesus' name, I pray and believe.
Amen.
UDA,
kazi ni kazi.
UDA,
kazi ni kazi.
God Battalion,
ikikubali imekubali, Kenya kwanza.
God Battalion,
ikikubali imekubali, Kenya kwanza.
We are here today as representatives of youth from across Nyandarua County, all constituencies represented here, and we have come together because we have realized there is nothing for us without us. We heard our president loud and clear at Sagana when he said that his choice is Raila Amolo Odinga. We have decided to come together and give him a reply on behalf of the youths of across Nyandarua County for these reasons. Number one, we shall not agree, neither shall we follow the route that our president has decided to take. Tunajua hii Kenya ina demokrasia na yeye ana haki ya kuamua mtu atakayemfuata. Na kwa sababu sasa ameamua kufuata Raila, we shall respect that, but we also hope with the reasons we shall give here today, the president shall also respect the decisions we shall make. Number one, during the 2017 campaigns, President Uhuru Kenyatta came to Nyandarua at Ndaragwa Center and he used these words, Jeshi Mutikadekie. We did not leave him on the way. We made sure we delivered. Nyandarua County had the highest percentage of the presidential votes. That was not reciprocated because the youths we saw when he ascended in power were youths like Mudi Awori, who was nowhere during the campaigns. No youth from Nyandarua. Majority of us here were Warembo na Uhuru. By show of hands, majority of us here also did the Wembe ni Ule Ule season 2. A show of hands, nobody from those two groups was even recognized or rewarded for their loyalties by the president. Number two, when the president came to Nyandarua, he promised that he is going to be governor number 2. Maybe he knew the governor we had was incapable, but he did not keep to his word. He never called any meeting for the entire Nyandarua County to ask issues that we are going through as a county. What we saw was him running against the deputy president, handshaking with Raila Amolo Odinga, somebody who at the beginning himself alituambia ni Kimodo Kigoroki. He never told us when the Kimodo Kigoroki changed to a brother. He never told us when the mentor person, Kimodo Kigoroki in Kikuyu, his mentor, was treated na akapona. So, as Nyandarua County, we have decided to remind the president things he promised and did not do for us, and why we feel he should allow us to make our own decisions. The president did not start any industry for the past 10 years funded by the national government in Nyandarua County. We hoped he would begin the industries, then he would absorb some of us who are in Juakali industry, at least wakuwe employed, waweze kujikimu maisha. Now we have ended up with a lot of visa, a lot of loans. Watu hapo wa motorbike wanachukua motorbike on loan, wanashindwa kulipia hiyo motorbike, still in his tenure. We feel left out. We feel that Jubilee was more of a punishment to us than it was to any other county. Because sisi ndio tulitokea, tukachagua rais, na rais amenyamaza, anaona mtu kama Sabina akisema kula waliiba, na hasemi chochote, na anajua ukweli. Tulitokea mdogo mkubwa, tukabeba wagonjwa, we did everything we could so that we could maximize the vote. Now, Mr. President, ours is very good. Number one, you have failed the youth of Nyandarua County. Jubilee has just revamped. Umefungua Jubilee upya, and we know sisi Jubilee wacha tu ibaki kuwa insurance company. When you revamped Jubilee, you did not take any youth from Nyandarua County ukampa cheo kwenye chama cha Jubilee. The only youth maybe we know is Kioni from Ndaragwa, who you gave a position. Mr. President, you have failed to empower the youth of Nyandarua. Mr. President, President, you have failed to nurture leaders from Nyandarua or even the entire Mount Kenya region. We had Mwangi Kionjori. Mr. President, no matter the mistakes Mwangi Kionjori did, I am sure it was forgivable. You did not forgive Kionjori. You threw him out of the government. Amongst ourselves in Mount Kenya region, the only decision we would wish you made on our behalf is one, lower food prices. It is something that is affecting this country at large. Number two, provide markets for the farm produce in Nyandarua. You still have time, Mr. President. If at all, campaign will not take a better part of them. As youths here today, as we sit here, UDA has taken one youth and given them a position in the party. We have Itimo Maina from Oljororo. He is very young, who sits at the Mulima House in Nairobi. We also have Maria Haron, who sits at the National Executive Council of UDA party. We go and we feel like we belong to UDA because that is where our issues are looked at. Tumechungwa na baba mlezi kuliko vile tumechungwa na baba wa kutuzaa. We feel you left us at our own, na hata mtoto ukimwacha peke yake, Your Excellency, they have to look for options. The only option we have found is His Excellency William Ruto. We have decided that we are going to join William Ruto. We shall support him. We have changed Warembo na Uhuru, and Uhuruto na Wembe ni ule season 2 to the Bold Battalion. We shall walk, we shall transverse the larger Nyandarua County, the larger Mount Kenya region, look for votes, guard those votes, make sure they come out and vote in favor of His Excellency William Ruto. Since the handshake, we have not seen a toilet that has been commissioned by the national government, by you, Your Excellency, and His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. While we sit here, we know a road that was commissioned by you when William Ruto was working with you. So the only person we know who will walk in your shoes to make sure the projects are complete is His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. Tumekubaliana? Yes. So moving forward, Nyandarua County and the majority of youths are going to forge forward, look for votes for William Samoei Ruto, and we really hope kwamba wewe, Your Excellency Rais, utakubali maamuzi yetu kama watu wa Nyandarua. The Bold Battalion is seated here today to launch its activities that will take around all the months remaining. We have activities zote zenye ambazo tutafanya mpaka wakati tutafikia kuchaguana mwezi wa 8. We shall keep ourselves engaged on matters UDA and matters presidential campaigns in favor of Deputy President William Ruto. Today we launch this movement. It is a movement that has 1,000 people, 1,000 youths from Nyandarua. That is why we have the word battalion. We also ask if there is any other county that is willing to have the Bold Battalion chapter of their own county to contact us so that we can make sure youths tumejitokeza, tumechaguana, tumekaisha hizo kura, zimehesabiwa na tumepata uchaguzi ambao ni free, fair and credible. We really believe in IEBC. They conducted the 2017 elections and whatever we voted is what that was announced. So hakuna kura ziliibiwa na hata hizi hawataiba, na wakijaribu kuiba si tupo kabisa, si watatupata. Zetu tutavote na tuchunge. So Your Excellency, as the Nyandarua youth, allow us, please, let us make our decision. The only decision you will help us to make is lower food prices. Bei ya fertilizer iko juu. Nyandarua ni county ambayo ni ya ukulima. Hatuna viwanda vya maziwa, viazi, even after your 10 years tenure in government. We have nothing to be proud of. We have suffered, we have sunk into loans. Sisi kazi yetu ni fuliza na scam, sababu lazima to survive. The cost of living is way too high, Your Excellency. We cannot afford a 3 meals per day. Please, Your Excellency, tukubali, tujifanyie maamuzi. The Bold Battalion,
Kubali, Kenya kwanza.
The bold battalion
Ikibali imekubali Kenya kwanza.